This season, we have a lot of new additions we're excited to share with you all. Not only are we introducing new segments, but we're also building around key subject categories, which you'll start to get more familiar with. So our themes will fall under business. We'll dive under subjects valuable to medical practices like PR, HIPAA, lead management, etc. And we'll also go over SEO, episodes focused on maximizing success in web search visibility. We have design episodes, which will go over the importance of visuals and creative direction. And lastly, we'll go over paid campaigns, highlighting how to build success in the paid space, mainly PPC and social media more and more these days. Other changes will include more guests outside of DLM and call-in questions, one of which we'll hear today. We're also joined by a brand new host added to our team. Please join us in welcoming Julia Backus. You're listening to the Limelight Podcast, DLM's way of keeping you informed of the latest medical marketing news and insights. Here you'll find expert opinions, real-world situations, and personal stories that will help your practice grow. We hope you enjoyed today's episode.
Hi, guys. Glad to be here. And feel free to call me Jules.
Well, as the episode title suggests, welcome, Julia, to the podcast. How's everything been? And have you been enjoying your time with DLM so far?
Yes, I'm loving it. I mean, as you know, I'm more of a public relations kind of gal in my background. So getting more digital experience since starting with DLM has been incredible. And it also helps that this team knows how to have a good time.
Yeah, you come with the public relations background, which we're excited to talk a little bit more about in this episode. But you also come with podcast experience, which is a plus for our group, given we're only in season 2 of our aspiring podcast. So what are you hoping to see more of from the podcast this year?
I personally love a good interview. So I would love to hear from some of our clients and folks that we collaborate with, and even some of our team members who have specialties we haven't explored on the pod yet.
Yeah, we highlighted a few of our service branchings or topic branchings that we're going to be doing in this podcast this season. And yeah, I'm excited to bring in specialists from the SEO side or the design side of DLM and really lean on their expertise. I think it'll really be helpful to have those candid discussions. One thing we're really big about at DLM, and we've highlighted in episodes prior on the season 1, is our culture. And we've had a lot of outings at DLM since you've arrived. So what's been one of your favorite events so far?
Joining the kickball team has been a real treat. Just had our first win of the season this past week. So the team morale's at an all-time high. We've had a couple of injuries this season. So getting that back up again was really great.
Yeah, that was a great win. And yeah, injuries, you got to watch out for those. We aren't as bright as we once were. We hope this podcast sounds like fun because we really enjoy making it. If you have experience in sales, content creation, or account management, you might be the right person to join our team and grow your career. Check out our most recent job postings by visiting our website, dlmconversion.com. That's dlmconversion.com. So as we mentioned earlier in the segment, you have a PR background, which is not something most medical marketing companies offer. We've mainly focused on SEO and marketing initiatives in season 1, but PR is a huge part of the digital ecosystem, and having a plan for it matters. Now, Jules, there's a lot that goes into PR, but today let's talk about PR as a whole so our audience can gain more of a baseline. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Fire away.
So Jules, first question, what does PR deliver to a medical practice looking to grow?
Well, as you may already know, public relations is a longer game than the immediate SEO value that you get from DLM. While it takes longer, it can also build immense trust within the community. It establishes long-lasting relationships, and it also creates even more authority online through earned media opportunities.
Now, earned media, that's a very important term because that's different from, say, paid media or social media that we're maybe accustomed to hearing. How important is earned media, and is it worth the investment?
Yeah, earned media is so important, and I would definitely say it's worth the investment. I promise I'm not just biased. Earned media is as important as SEO, as any pay-per-click campaign, because it'll establish this authority without formally paying for the opportunity. Earned media is when you truly earn something within the eyes of the greater media in general, right? So you say, get an opportunity for a placement within a publication You're getting SEO value there, but you're also hearing from a third party that's able to explain what you're offering unbiased, because they're not getting paid to do it. It was just all organic in that way. It takes a lot of research up front, as well as targeting the right reporters to capture their attention and ultimately garner that opportunity.
And what are you most interested or fascinated about with PR as it comes to what it can do for a brand that's trying to grow?
I think the root of public relations is great storytelling. And every single one of us, every single brand, every single practice has a compelling story to tell. For medical practices in particular, doctors are performing great things for their patients each day. And there's definitely many of those human interest angled stories to share. Other ways that PR can elevate your brand is through new service offering announcements like press releases, influencer marketing, again, tapping into that community trust as a third-party member, and then thought leadership opportunities for your doctors and medical professionals who have that kind of authority just based off of their education.
Well, thank you, Julia, for this deep dive on PR. I feel like we've learned so much already. We'll be back with more deep dive subjects, as this will be a continual installment of our season 2 of the Limelight Podcast.
At this part of the show, we take questions from clients and our team to give some real world advice that's hopefully helpful to our team and yours.
Hi, Alex, Julia, and Jeff. I think what you're doing with the podcast is really great, and I was wondering if there's any way that we could get clients involved.
Thanks for that encouraging word. We appreciate it. I would say there are several ways people listening can get involved. First, you can always submit a question by contacting your marketing specialist and telling them you wanted to submit something for the podcast. Next, we're always happy to host listeners to come on the podcast directly, whether you're a client of ours, one of our vendors, or any other type of supporter. And as always, you can contact us directly by sending an email to info@dlmconversion.com. That's info@dlmconversion.com.
Advertising in the digital space is more than banner ads and sponsored search results. With the explosion and popularity of podcasts and other audio-only entertainment, more people than ever are paying attention to audio ads. With DLM's audio marketing service, we can help you produce an audio advertisement and then target leads on the podcasts and streaming services they care about most. Learn more by contacting your marketing specialist today.
That's all for today's installment of the Limelight Podcast. Join us next time for more marketing insights and expert advice brought to you by the team here at DLM. As always, we'd love to hear your questions and thoughts, which you can always send to us at info@dlmconversion.com. You can also visit our website, dlmconversion.com. And we hope you'll listen again soon. Thanks. That's all for today's installment of the Limelight Podcast. Join us next time for more marketing insights and expert advice brought to you by the team at DLM. As always, we'd love to hear your questions and thoughts, which you can always send to info@dlmconversion.com or drop us a line on our website, dlmconversion.com. We hope you'll listen again soon. Thanks.